Hi, I'm James Baker, founder of James Baker and Associates and international tax expert slash entrepreneur. And this clip you're about to see is from our last Ask Me Anything. If you want to ask me some questions, I come on live Wednesdays and Thursdays as much as I can. You can join with the link in the description below. I'd love to see you there, but let's get to the clip. We have three companies: online businesses, real estate, and trucking. How do we do tax planning? Because we currently live in Texas and we're planning to move to Spain next year. Are you a US citizen or a green card holder, Mateo? Because that's very important for this question. Because when you, irregardless, businesses that are located in the US and doing business in US, most easily referenced is the real estate businesses. Um, then if you have a real estate business, you're gonna have to pay tax in the US no matter what your residency is. So if you're an Albanian who never been to the US ever, you still have to pay tax on your rental real estate in Texas. If you're a US citizen, like my friends here are, you still have to pay taxes in the US. What's rough is that you have to really navigate the rules of Spain. The tax rates in Spain are higher, and you need to make sure that you structure this correctly so that you're not paying double taxes, because Spain is very aggressive. And you're not really going to have a US tax issue living in Spain. It's really going to be Spain issues, because Spain is, like I said, very aggressive with the taxation. You may not want to enter into the Spain tax system, aka like opening a company in Spain and opening bank accounts and operating in Spain. You may be required to. I would definitely recommend seeking out tax advice locally in Spain, because, like I said, it's very high tax rates, and it's very litigious, and they're famously going after famous people and pursuing them for taxes. So if you're living in Spain and you become a Spain resident, yeah, you have some potential issues. So the ways you get around this is, this is really a call for like a paid call, like a separate call where we look at numbers and we actually make a plan. But like a couple ideas and things that we could consider is using US corporations for the US businesses. You wouldn't have pass through taxation, but you wouldn't have a risk of being taxed in Spain. And you would basically accumulate the profits here in the corps, and you can issue dividends and then deal with it that way. But you really need to take a holistic approach to the tax planning. The online business, I would still keep them all in US companies. I'd probably keep them all owned as they're owned if they have three separate companies and entities. It's just determining how you run the profits and how you run the cash flow, and maybe you put them all underneath a trust or a holding company, depending on how long you're moving to Spain, in your intentions there. So there's a lot that goes into it. If you're going to live in Spain forever, then maybe we set up, and your assets are worth a lot. Maybe we set up some kind of trust or something before you leave. Maybe we put it all in a holding company. So we have to factor in your intentions, where you want to live, how long you're going to live there, where you're going to pay taxes. We have to factor in the money we're talking about. If these are really valuable businesses in real estate, then you have to factor in um, you know the ownership, maybe estate planning, having, maybe even if you have grantor trusts, owning that, and then you have to factor in like the flows of money. So if you're not sending money over to Spain, it's like a pretty low chance, from my experience, that Spain is going to come after you, or give you a hard time. And what I would recommend is probably use your US accounts while you're in Spain. The whole time I spent a month in Spain this year, and it was, I just used my US credit cards and debit cards and pulled cash out that way, and I never had an issue. So there's a lot of things to consider when asking about international tax planning for a move to another country. You need to get a US and a Spain advisor involved. You need to take a holistic view to your objectives and goals, and then you need to look at your operations and your needs locally. So yeah, there's a lot to consider for a one sentence question, open-ended question for me. So I think my answer here gives you a good starting spot of what you need to consider, and with the information you need to present, and who you need to talk to. And then it all comes down to analyzing your specific situation and moving forward that way. But I can definitely help you with the US part, all of it. But I would really recommend, depending on the scale of all this stuff, to get a Spain advisor involved as well, just so even if you don't report stuff in Spain, you understand your risk tolerance and you accept that yourself. So great question. Thanks for coming to the call and asking that question. And yeah, look forward to helping you guys. I'm in Houston now too. I don't have a formal office set up yet, but I would be happy to meet if it made sense to you around here. So good luck in Spain, and thanks for the question. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and I want to share some things I have to offer you. If you're looking for help expanding to the US or fixing a tax problem, the quickest way to contact us is to schedule a free call in the description below or at visiting jamesbakercpa.com/schedule. If you want to skip the line and speak with me directly, there's also a link in the description to schedule a call with me, which is another great option. I encourage you to join our Telegram and Discord groups, because in there we're announcing when I'm going live. I'm participating. I'm answering questions in real time. It's all free, and it's a quick community to engage with other entrepreneurs and people like yourself who are international and learning about this stuff. And I think it's a really valuable place to be in. At the end of the day, if you just subscribe and see me on the next video, that works too. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.